Rage on that beat, going crazy.
What up, everybody? Thanks for coming through. This is Pop the Culture. I am your host, K Fresh, and today I have an amazing set of ladies that will be talking about sneakers, fashion, and pop culture. So for everybody that is already here, if I could just get y'all to hit that like button, and then also in the comment section, just hashtag Kick Squad TV. If you don't know who the Kick Squad is, it is a assembly of people who obviously share the same love for sneakers. And we really just go live. We hang out. We talk a lot. We help you secure shoes every once in a while for retail. But, you know, I'm very grateful to be a part of that team. So as we can see, she said, pulls up like the rich auntie with no kids. Hey, y'all. What up, Izzy in the building? Good night, Paula. Thanks for coming through. We got sneaker vibes only. Hey, y'all. Thanks for blessing us with your presence. Oh, snap. We got Key Glock in the building. What's good, sis? Holla at your girl. We got Laces and Kicks. What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming through. Oh, Izzy, yeah. She got jokes today. We got E. Williams. Thanks for coming through, bro. Kick Squad TV, Princess. I love that name, Princess M. I don't know why, but we know who that is. And then we got Izzy as well. But I know that there's going to be a lot of people that come through, and we always do have the playback for all of you all to look at, and hopefully you all have a lot of fun and not bored by what we're going to be talking about today. We also got Karis TV. Thanks for coming through. Lachelle, thanks for coming through. So now that everybody is in here, I do want to give you all the opportunity to learn a little bit about all of these wonderful ladies on the panel. This is a space where y'all can be who y'all is, talk up y'all businesses. Like, this is not a space where you feel like you can't be who you are and do what you do. So share as much as you feel like sharing. If you don't want to share, it's also a space where you don't feel like you have to. But just let people know who you are, where they can find you, you know, if you do have an Instagram or YouTube presence, as well as any businesses or things that you're a part of. So I will let Sid start us off. And just FYI, I'm putting you on the big screen. I know everybody hasn't been on the live, but I'm going to put you on the big screen so that people can see you.
Hey y'all, my name is Sydney, but I go by Sid, and I got my Instagram name right there in the handle, Sneak Freak Sid. So most of y'all know me as Sneak Freak Sid. I am from Savannah, Georgia, but I live in Dallas, Texas. And by day, I am a social media strategist. I've been doing that since 2014 for brands big and small. And so I own my own company called Digital 319. And you can find that on the gram too, digital_319. And so I help brands just really live their best life on social media, digital media. So whether that's websites, whatever it may be. And I am happy to be here tonight. Like, I am so excited for this conversation and speaking with all these women. I'm glad y'all in here, and I'm gonna kick it back to Kay.
Ooh, it's already lit in here, y'all. It's lit. Okay, let me remove you from it. Why is it up? I don't know what's going on, y'all. Anyway, so now we are going to kick it off with Kim. So, Kim, you want to talk a little bit about yourself?
Hey, everybody. My name is Kim. On Instagram, it's Suki. I don't even remember. I'm sorry, guys. Suki90.
I think it's 95 underscore.
95 underscore IJS. So I started this journey about a year ago into sneakers, and I ended up finding this lovely group of people called the Kick Squad, and here I am today online. Okay.
We love you, girl. All right, and then we got Mickii in the building.
I gotta unmute this to talk. So it's your girl Mickii Kicks. That's my Instagram name. I also do run a small business at Mickey's Creative Customs, Also my Instagram and Facebook. I live in Austin, Texas. Texas native, born and raised. I've been doing sneakers for since like 2007 or 8. A long time. Too long. But definitely me and Kay have done like one other panel before. Super sweet girl, and definitely glad that she thought about inviting me because I'll be real quiet in the background, just posting my pictures. So definitely looking forward to doing more talking tonight.
Yes. Well, we also ain't gonna pretend like we don't see the heat in the background because sis got kicks. So love that. And then we do have Ashley in the building. What's up, sis?
Okay, I guess the best for last. But anyways, my name's Ashley. On Instagram, I am Ash McMath 04. By day, I am a police detective, shoe lover all the time, wife, and I am a PhD candidate. So, and I live in Michigan. So that's it about me.
Can we just give it up for all the ladies that is on this panel doing big things right now? Hit up those comments and give me those clapping hands. So thank you all so much for that introduction. We do got BX in the building. He said, pew, pew, he pulling up. Is that like a bucket, a hoopty? Because the hoopties be the ones that be smoking, in the back. Said, guess who it is? He said, wait, is that Kim from the comments? That's Kim. What up, Jorge? Thanks for coming through. Let's see. We got the one and only 10.5 up in here doing his thing, his husbandly duties. We also, let's see who else in here. We got BA. What up, bro? Is it Aaron or Aaron? What's up? James F as well. So now that we've done some introductions, which I really thank you all for doing, I do want to start off this evening with some release recaps. So we know that every single day there's another sneaker that is releasing. And what I'm trying to do is try to be as diverse as possible every week when we talk about sneaker releases, because I know that primarily a lot of people attribute sneaker collecting, sneaker loving to, Nike or the Jordan brand, but there's obviously, collabs with different brands and things of that nature. So just looking at last week really quickly, I know we had our last final chance at these Ma Maniere 3s. And when I tell you, my heart is broken because I still was not able to cop this sneaker. And I don't know what the heck was going on, because I felt personally like there was a lot of pairs. Even if there wasn't a lot of pairs, there was a lot of chances to secure a pair. And it seemed like the women was going to come out on top. So for everybody either in the chat or in the panel who actually was able to secure the sneakers, and what was your experience like? Was it easy, or did you go through? See, this is why we're not going to play today.
No.
This is why we're not going to play today.
No. I'm sad. I'm with you, K Fresh. I was not able to secure a pair. I done tried up, down, every which way, and it just was not happening for me. So
I'm on the losing end of that as well.
So did you go, for the people who didn't secure, I guess, like, did you put in on every single, like, Union and No Tray and, just Ma Maniere, like, or did you really just like, oh, I'm gonna try on sneakers? Like, did you exhaust every effort?
I can honestly say I did not, because I did not know about half of the raffles. Like 95% of the raffles I knew nothing about. So I did try like the first release on, I cannot say the name of that company, but I did try like the first time they did their release. And then I tried the second time too on their website, because the same day sneakers dropped, they dropped them on their website again. And then I also tried sneakers, which is worthless at this point, but I had to at least try. So yeah.
I did probably about 60% of work trying to get them, but I did more than sneakers, a few raffles, but I still wasn't able to secure them. So
hurt. So 2 out of 5 got them. Yeah. And then, like, Sid, I don't know if you want to talk about your little fiasco with your husband's pair, but that was a whole issue as well.
Yeah, so I caught my pair off the very first drop, the in-store. So I literally, when they dropped like the first release information and they were like, hey ladies, the first opportunity you have is to go to the store. give your name, show your ID, and get it. So I live in Dallas. I moved all my meetings that Friday because I was like, I'm not missing. And the only store they had here in Texas, if I'm not mistaken, was in Houston. Was at Social Status in Houston. So I moved all my meetings, drove, linked up with D Sneak Freak, who's also one of the soul sisters in the group. She drove from New Orleans. I drove from Dallas. We both had like a 3-4 hour drive. Met up in Houston. We were like within the first 10 people there. And it was still, I would say even then, it was still a heartache of like, dang, I made this 8-hour round trip to potentially get the shoes, because a lot of people thought who not in the game, they thought you go to the store, you walk out with the shoes. And I'm like, nah, you just put your name down on the sheet and hope that you get them. So literally the next day I was sitting in my loctician, and I got the email that was just like, hey, you got them. And I like freaked out in her shop. So that's how I got my pair. And then maybe a couple of weeks later, or actually a couple of days later, they did the first drop on their site. Me and my husband were sitting in the bed, like on the laptop, on the phones, all the things. And I hit on his pair. That's the only thing that we hit on, but I hit on his pair. Maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 days later, his pair come in. We all excited. Our wedding was coming up. We both wanted to take him to our wedding trip. Super excited. And the box had probably set for a day, because you know how when you get that pair of shoes that you're just waiting on, and you're not about to open it in between the meeting, you're not about to open it before dinner. Like, you need that whole moment. Like, everything got to be in order when you open that box. So we open it, and he's, so excited. I'm excited because I hit for him. Open the box. Bay wears a 10.5, and it was a 14. So they sent the wrong. So being the social media person that I am, of course, my first instinct was, I'm about to look. Like, I'm going to Twitter. I'm going to, my daddy call them Mama Mia's. I'm going to Mama Mia's site. Like, I'm doing all of that because I was just like, y'all gotta be kidding me. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take the humble road. So all I did, I was like, I sent it to Kay. I sent it to like some other girls in our group. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna blow smoke right now, but this is like a big deal. So long story short, they wound up, I emailed them, they emailed back the next day, basically kind of a very corporate apology, and was just like, send them back. Once we get them back, then we'll send you a new pair. Keep in mind, all of these shoes they sent, because you had to pay $25 shipping. So they sent them priority mail. They gave me a ground sticker to ship it back. So that I was still kind of teed about, like, y'all could give us the priority.
When I paid y'all $25 already?
So they sent the ground, and then it probably took, I would say it took at least a week and a half, 2 weeks to get his pair. But he finally got his pair too. But yeah, I think her name is Danielle, but we know everybody by the Instagram name, Sneaker Lover. And she posted on her story the other day and was like, I feel like I'm the only woman who doesn't have this shoe in the world. So it's like, I feel like y'all, because I do feel like this shoe dropped so many times, and to see like other soul sisters not get it, I almost be like, babe, you don't really want your pair. Like, let me give it to a sister. Like, I don't know. I feel y'all. I feel y'all on that.
All right, that's what's up though. I am really glad that he did get his pair, because first of all, those pictures were snapped. Y'all snapped on those, but the fact that
oh my god,
thank you.
We got some folks in the building I want to shout out. What up, Kicks and Fits with Scrapper? Thanks for coming through, bro. We got Chaotic Kicks in the building. Thanks for coming through. IBA, we got Wizard in the building. What's up, bro? Thanks for coming through. Anybody else that's here and hasn't said nothing, please say what's up. What's up? Well, that's what's up. I definitely think that for the people who were able to secure their pair, honestly, whether women or men, because there are a lot of men out here that can still resonate with the story just based on them being brought up in single women households. So I get it. So a lot of people, in my opinion, were let the women get the shoes and men want to have everything. But there really probably truly was men that resonated with that story or thought about their mom, who honestly might not even still be on this earth. I would really just had the problem with the people who were eating all the pairs just to resell them for $400, $500. Yes. Like that was just dead to me. But you know, it is what it is. It's the game. I guess you got to respect it.
Yeah. And for me, the funny thing is that I had to be pushed or coerced into going to that women's raffle. If it wasn't for Amir and My Kicks and Swagoo and a couple of other people, I wouldn't have went in. And the store was, just out of laziness, the store was 20 minutes away from me, which I didn't even know. And you know, everybody was saying to me, sis, just go in and just see what happens, because I already felt like it was going to be an L. Like when I lined up, I spoke to the sales associate. I said, so when are we supposed to hear back, and this, that, and the other? And she said, oh, well, if you don't hear anything by definitely the day before the release, what is the official release date? Then it's an L. And then I started seeing all these W's rolling in on Instagram. I said, see, this is why I knew it.
Wasting my gas.
And then that Monday, I ended up getting the invoice. And I said, oh my God.
That's what's up.
Oh
That's
my goodness. Shoe. I was so excited. I was so excited.
Yeah, that's amazing. We got a couple more people in the building. What's up? How do you say this?
Voluptuous 360.
Voluptuous. Thanks for coming through. I love that. And if you are not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe to your girl. Go live every Monday. We also have Lawrence in the building. What's up? The superhero. What's up? I call him king of the what do you call them them big headed things? Some pop things.
Pop. Yeah, the little pop dog.
Yeah. Pop. Yeah, I'm like, what do you even call them things? But anyway, so that's what's up. Okay, so let's talk about another release. And I think this one was a little bit more, not controversial, but people had a lot more opinions about this particular sneaker. So has everybody seen the Sunset Pulse dunks? They were women's dunk, and they had like different colors, but each of the shoes had a different color blocking on them. Okay, so you do have them. Great. Perfect. I was hoping somebody had them. So to me, this sneaker, people had a lot of opinions in terms of the colorway, and all this colorway doesn't look good, and you know, just had a lot of negative things to say about the shoe. But how is this any different than a What the Paw, or you know, a What the 5 that came out with that yellow shoe, and then that, what was it, red? You know, I feel like a lot of times with the women's sneakers, when they do something that's very similar to what they would do with the men's, then people have like a whole different opinion. It's like, oh, you don't like mids until a Laylee May or Melody Ashani does a mid, and then all of a sudden everybody wants a mid. So for the Mickii, you have them. So do you actually like them? How are the material? How are the quality?
So overall, I love the colors. I will say that the quality and material is lacking in that department. Like, I've definitely had better pairs of sneakers, especially women's releases. They normally kind of step their game up on like the quality of a women's release or the materials that they use. And I definitely feel like these, they wasn't giving what they were supposed to give. Like, I love them, like the color, so I'm still definitely gonna wear them. I'm gonna rock them. You know, you rock what you like, but we expected more. Like, picture versus like what I asked for and what I got is two completely different things. So, yeah.
With that toe box being, that's suede, right? Is that suede, or is that nubuck on it, or both? On
it's like it's like that mesh. I would call it suede. It's like that suede color, like material, and even like the sides is the same material. Like here,
yeah, I'm gonna put you on the big screen real quick. So
it looks like it just looks like you could rub it off, and I think that's But overall, like, I love the colors. And I actually won these in an Instagram raffle. That was the first time that ever happened.
Oh, that's what's up.
So shout out to speaking at ATX. They made me change my whole profile picture before they would let me buy my shoes. But
why?
Because I had took a picture in front of Nice Kicks, and it was like for the longest. Why we beefed out until you changed the picture. Well, I had just happened to shop there because I shop everywhere in Austin sneakers. So I had a picture like with one of their bags. I was like, is this better? Are y'all happy? Run me my shoes. Like, let's go.
Hello. And you didn't even say nothing about that prior. Like, that's
a little much.
It was, but I wasn't tripping because they were friendly about it. Like, I was like, I got y'all, don't worry, because I support everybody that supports me. So y'all gonna hand me this W. I have no problem with changing this picture. Like,
exactly. What up, Kicknology? Thanks for coming through. Okay, Swagoo said, I guarantee if they called a shoe a What the Collab, hype would have skyrocketed. Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. The fact that it was just a dunk that they threw multiple materials and multiple colors on and didn't have any significance to it, all of a sudden it's like, it's a clown shoe. And I'm like, okay, but the 5s were clown shoes. And
the ketchup and mustard, let's not go there. So
hello? And man, I don't know if y'all seen that picture with this man that had him in like half of his shirt was yellow and the other half was red in the pants too. And I was like,
and I'm always like, my husband will tell you, like, when it comes to like 2 different color shoes, I'm always like, I can't get with that because I'm not gonna feel balanced if half of my outfit matches and the other half doesn't. So like, I don't know, like, shout out to the people that be rocking them, because there be some people in some dope outfits, like shout out to y'all. But I know it's gonna be the same thing with these. Like, I'm gonna end up in a white t-shirt and some shorts, but so.
Yeah, and Wizard, you do have a point. The what the is based off a combo of past shoes. Okay, so if they would have did the colorway with different women's dunks, past women's dunks, and made it a what the, that's still the same thing. That's what I'm getting at. Like, it's no different than any of the other what the shoes, but because we didn't have that tie to it, I felt like people trashed it. But maybe that's just me. With the mayo white laces, I'm weak.
I'm done.
What up, Soror?
I'm done.
Thanks for
Call
coming
those
through.
the condiment specials.
Yes. So, Kim, were you trying to get those? Because I think you said you got an L, or no?
I take L's on all dunks. All dunks. It doesn't matter whether it's through flex, sneakers, raffle, all L's.
That's
So
crazy.
I was just throwing my hand, see what happens. Let's see what happens. L. Nothing different.
Right. And Ashley, did you want them, or did you get them, or
No, I didn't even try for them.
Y'all want to know something really funny? So while I was out here stressing about my Alma Minier 3s, I had like 15 people put in. I put in for the Sakai, Blazer Lows, which is our next recap. And I put in the Sunset Dunks for D Ree's Heat, because I'm like, I always put in for dunks for her because I never get lucky in my size with dunks. So I'm just like, I might as well just try for sis because she's like the dunk queen. Why did I hit on them shoes? That was my first dunk I ever hit on the sneakers at, and I'm pissed. And I'm even more mad because I always open her packages because I'm like, they sent you, it's coming to my house, so I'm gonna open it and look at it. And it is not coming till tomorrow, so I can't even look at it, on screen. But yeah, I hit on them shoes, and I was like, I was happy for her because obviously she likes dunks, but I also was mad for myself because I'm like, how did I have 15 odd people? I'm telling you, 15 people doing 2 different. And get my 10.5. 10.5 is cursed when it comes to women's.
That's crazy.
I think it's that half because for me to be comfortable,
right.
I go for a 9.5 in women's, but I never hit. But when I switched it to a 9, I was hitting.
Yeah, I'm an even 8. I'm an even 8.
I'm at sign that. Just everything.
What size do you wear, Ashley?
9.
Okay.
Women's.
Oh, well, I'm the big footer up in here, so I'm also like 5'6", so I'm kind of I'm usually taller than a lot of other women, but dang, yeah, 8.5. But see, some people tell me that sometimes the half sizes are easier. So, for example, when I get a men's 9, that is harder for me than when I get a men's 8.5. Like 8.5, boom, boom. So I get Carmine's, I got the electric greens, I get any 13 that I want, even though I know 13s aren't as like hype of a shoe, but any half size sneaker in men's, I'm good. But when it's that 9, it's like, move out the way.
That's crazy. I never thought about that. But you gotta think that, with any shoe, it's only going to be a certain amount of number per size. So
yeah,
that is kind of crazy.
They had 1,228 on the sneakers app on the 10th. And that was way more than they had in all the smaller sizes.
Yeah.
All the smaller sizes was like 400, 600, 350, whatever. And then you got to the 10.5 and it was 1228. And then all the bigger sizes were like 16 or, whatever. And I still didn't hit. I'm hurt. Okay, I'm over it. Okay, so then the last recap that I wanted to talk about was the Nike Sakai Blazer Lows. I felt like that one, to me, in my opinion, seemed like it was more of like a sleeper sneaker. Like people were going for them, but it was just for the people who liked them. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going for them because it's a Sakai collab. Like people just was like, whatever. And I know a couple people that actually hit on them.
Yeah, I didn't go for them, but after seeing them on foot on a few people, which I know they have smaller feet, so I don't know. I feel like that on certain shoes, like those shoes, which I'm 5'2" and I wear 8, so sometimes I feel like I have a big foot, but I don't know. I just felt like those shoes will look really good on a small foot. But I've been seeing them on foot, and to me, they're fire. Like if you rocking them the right way, and it's a cool like summer shoe, like a low kick, like. So I definitely think it was a sleeper for me. Like that might be something I might see in the store, and I'd be like, you know what, I might pick this up.
Right.
I took another L on those.
Oh, no.
I definitely agree. I did not go for those, and then when I saw a couple of sneak pictures, I was like, "Oh, these are kind of cute. Like, I could do this. I could do this." And I'm only 5'3". I wear 8.5. So I definitely feel like I don't feel like my feet are big, but like compared to like my husband, because when he put on certain shoes, I'd be like, "Oh, they look like boats." But I could wear a shoe and be like, "Oh, these are cute."
Yeah. I think for me, I just didn't go for them because I don't know. I felt like I had a lot of other stuff coming in, which we'll get into later because I have 4 or 5 boxes over here. So I was like, I think this is one where I can just kind of pass on. It wasn't like a must have, but I did like the green ones. I mean, the orange ones are okay. I have a lot of orange shoes, but the green ones were really nice. And then not to bring up D Sneaker Freak again, but like that girl, every time she wears a sneaker and puts on her little anklets, I'm like, it needs to be in a shoe magazine because I don't know how her pictures come out so clear. Like, what phone she got? Because I got a 12 and mine don't even be coming out like that.
Right. I tell Dee she got them ankles. It's the ankles every time.
It's the ankles. She need to do. Remember back in the day. Remember back in the day when like you used to have like a Tumblr and people used to have those weird pages where it was like they just showing off their feet and stuff. I feel like she could be like a shoe model on there and make like bank.
Correct.
Just it.
Ankle model.
Yes. Yeah, sneakers don't love me either, but every now and then, you know, it lets me and then I'm like fiending for another W for like 3 months. So these ankles are famous. What up, shoes up? Okay, so now that we have the sneaker releases out of the way, I wanted to talk about our first topic. So, you know, today, yesterday, and probably the day before, but mostly today. I don't know if you all have been watching Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, but a lot of people have been talking about these off-white dunk collab colorways, all 50 of them joints. And people was talking about them not for a good reason. Like people was like, this is lazy. Like all I like is colorway number 1 and 50, which is like white and black. And all the ones in between that just like really weren't feeling. So I wanted to hear you all's thoughts on this because, you know, with anything off-white, like there's so much hype around it. And I will say the last couple of sneakers that he's partnered specifically with like Jordan Brand or just Nike have been instant sellouts and hits. Like the 4s, for example, the Sail 4s, that's a sneaker that a lot of people loved. But for some reason, it's just feeling like these ones may miss the mark. But I wanted to hear what you all thought about that.
I saw them. I didn't pay them much mind because it was the straps, the little rubber band straps for me. And I said, I'm good. So I won't be going for those.
Yeah, I saw I think it was TJ and she tweeted and she was like Virgil and Nike can keep all these lazy dunks. And I was just like, that's facts. Because honestly, to me, I think it's less about like, I guess the laziness, or for lack of a better word, of the shoe and the production of like, why 50 first of all? Like really, like y'all dropping 50 dunks a week at this point. And I think just for me, like from like when I look at it from like a consumer perspective and, you know, just from a social perspective, I always think of like when Nike drops shoes, that's content, right? So if you think of every shoe as a piece of content, 50 of the same silhouette, and all you changing is insoles, rubber band colors, laces, aglets, like for what? And even though like we'll sit here and be like, oh, it's lazy, like, oh, this is ridiculous. First of all, how this even gonna go up in the sneakers app if it will?
Hello.
That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Secondly, people still gonna go for them, just like
Hello.
Off-White.
Yeah.
And part of me just hates it because it's like it just almost gives these brands just this autonomy of let's keep dropping it because it's gonna sell. It's gonna sell. So let's drop 100 dunks in 3 months.
Yeah.
You know, like it's almost insane, like how many silhouettes are the same shoe. They can just drop and drop and drop. And how, you know, a lot of times we get on these things, we'd be like, oh, we wish they drop, you know, some higher number Jordans again, or we wish they drop, you know, 2s or stuff like that. But we sit here and get, you know, 100 dunks in 30 days.
Right.
So that's what pisses me off about it, I guess.
So sis said, do you think it's a play on a $50 donation?
I'm here for this.
It
Could be.
But even still, that's still playing off hype. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still.
He was like, I said y'all wanted $50. Here go these 50 dunks. But
correct.
All you did was change. Like
it's so lazy.
It is. I haven't seen it. I just took like a quick glance and I was like, well, this is the same shoe with different bungee cords. Yeah. So I'm good on like all of that. Like that's pointless. That's pointless. And I'm like her at this point, they dropping like 10 dunks a week. Like
still gonna take a L.
And maybe
that was the reason though. Like if I played devil's advocate, maybe the 50 wasn't an effort to have more access to an off-white dunk low, because that was Nike's whole thing of like, oh, we're gonna be releasing more dunks so that everybody can get a pick. Where I'm halfway through the year and I have 2 pair, and that was because D-Reese, he helped me get them. Like where?
Let me tell you, once they put the dunks on Flex, I said, yes, you know I love Flex, Kay. I said, yes, I'll finally get a dunk. L. I can't hit. So I don't know. I think they're lying.
I think I got like 3 pair of dunks. Like I've been dunk crazy this year. I can't lie. Like call me a hype beast following the hype, but I love them. And then like the couple of pairs that I have got, like they've been like one of the most comfortable shoes that I've worn. So it's like, give me more of that, right? So the first pair I've hit retail this year have been the Sunset Posters. Like everything else is an instant L. Like it almost gets to the point where you're so frustrated, like why try?
Right.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna take an L, I might as well just go to GOAT and get it while it's cheaper before the release.
Exactly. Really quickly, shout outs to J-Bo in the building. What up, sis? We got Tam in the building. What's good? She said, I got 7 dunks this year, but not from sneakers, from Flex or in-store raffles. That's what's up. And then Ashley, do you have any dunks from this year, or do you go for dunks? I see a lot of sneakers on your page, but I rarely see like dunks.
No, I have not went for any dunks this year. And I probably won't. It's just like not a shoe that, I mean, I guess if I got it for retail, then I would, but it's nothing that I go out and look for. When I think of dunks, I think of like 2012, 2013, when they were like in outlets, super cheap. Nobody wanted them. I like had a bunch then, and I like sold all of them on eBay and all these other places. Like I don't even, have any of my old ones. So, no.
That's crazy. That makes sense. That's what's up. Okay, so this comment is funny. I'm new-ish to this sneaker culture and got burned on the StockX game by quickly buying a pair that released again right after. How can I avoid that? I paid $100 more than I should have. I don't know how you can avoid that, because that is the game. Like, I mean, these restocks, this second chance,
So that's my friend Tiffany, and Tiff wanted the pre-days so bad. Like y'all know how they've had those micro influencers hyping up, like a lot of our friends even got them to hype up, you know what I'm saying? And Tiff wanted those pre-days so bad, right? So she didn't hit when they dropped. I think I went for her because I really wasn't into the silhouette,
right?
And we both didn't hit. So later on we talking, she was like, girl, I got them all StockX. And I was like, how much you pay for them? She told me, I was like they about to drop them again this week.
Hello. And then somebody had a whole full-size run at they outlet the other day.
Had full-size runs. When I went into social status to enter the raffle for the 3s, they had them just in the store on the shelf. So sometimes, you know, like she said, she new into the game. Like she's been in love with sneakers, but kind of just really started collecting to where it's like, you know what, I want different silhouettes and stuff.
Right.
And so now I'm kind of showing her, you know, things. It's sometimes being in the game, you know, like, hey, if it's a full size run, wait it out. Like you probably can walk into Foot Locker or whatever and see them sitting somewhere.
Right.
But those pre-days, she went straight to StockX and she got because I was like her.
What colorway did she get?
Yeah.
Those very first ones, the lime green ones.
I have those.
Yeah.
I got those.
I was gonna say for something like that, maybe this is my own personal opinion. Like with that being a new silhouette or like a new technology type of sneaker, to me, like I like to wait because I know they're going to either come out with more or different colors. So they start pimping out. So like when you think about the 270, they pimp the heck out of the 270.
Oh, yeah.
They pimp the heck out of the 2090. So the pre-days have the lime, the white, the gray, the black.
Then they just dropped the Be True of the pre-day too. I'm waiting to get mine, but
so I'm like,
because I like the silhouette.
Yeah.
And there's more coming. Kay, remember when you had kind of set me and TJ and Simply Kaya up with that focus group?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot about
it
that.
basically was just like, so we've got it talking about with Nike on the 270s, and we was like, well, what shoe are y'all about the 270 again? Because I remember I love the 270.
No, y'all didn't.
And I was like, what shoe y'all about the 270 again? Because I swear, sometimes you look on people's feet, you're like, is that a custom? Nope, it's just one of the 10,000 pairs they drop, and they literally was just like, well, the pre-day. So the pre-day is the next one that they bought to. So that's why
they did that with the MA2s.
Yeah, if you like the silhouette, just wait because they about to dunk it up. 270.
I think a part of me like completely understands it because, you know, the average consumer of, you know, person that goes out and buys a Nike is not like a sneakerhead. They're just someone who wants to find a shoe that works and is sensible for them that they could wear every day. So for example, I know people that run, they find that running shoe and they beat them down and they get more running shoes that go every 6 months and buy the same running shoe in different colorways. So like Nike really is thinking about the longevity of the model and not necessarily like, oh, let's put out one and all these sneakerheads are going to go crazy over this line colorway. We're never going to put out any other ones. Like, yeah, right. Like, they ain't about that. Like, they're trying to get something that's going to last.
Yeah, that's facts.
It's like, okay, so let's look at these comments. It happens to welcome to the game, girl. Now you know. Yeah, and I know Tonette got a couple of pair of pre-days that she really likes. So that's what's up. Yeah, sometimes you gotta wait. The UNLVs and Syracuse High are my favorite. I have the Syracuse High. I wore them yesterday. Izzy got 6 pair. Sheesh.
Wow.
Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this year. Three for retail.
Dang, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, this was so I don't know if you all saw this, but I actually a couple days ago put up a poll that just said topics for today. And I got a couple of people that actually did put in some suggestions for topics. So one of it was about sneaker battles. So basically the question was more like, if you haven't done a sneaker battle, would you? If you have done it, what was your experience? Kind of like, what would you do it again? And I really think that obviously the reason behind the question could have been, you know, a lot of times people don't really think that women know what they're talking about when it comes to the sneaker game, or, you know, people get counted out, or sometimes you feel like, me personally, I don't think I could ever do a sneaker battle because like just from what I see with them, like even if you have the better shoe in terms of what the question is, people will vote based on the popularity of the sneaker. And I'm like, bruh, you can't ask me like, you know, like this question and then it's a Jordan fucking like 3M shoe and you're like, well, it's Jordan, so I'm gonna vote for it. Like that's stupid. Yeah. Like, and maybe that's me going on a tangent. So for the people who have done a sneaker battle, what was your experience? And then for the ones that haven't, like, would you, and you know, things like that.
So I've done a sneaker battle. I did Who Has the Heat season 5. And overall, I think I would do a sneaker battle again because it was fun. Like I lost by 1 vote, literally a lot. And I went up with against I don't know if y'all follow him, but I want to say his name is like One Handsome V. His real name is DeCarlo. but the Carlo had like a crazy collection. So even like going into the battle, I was like, yeah, I'm finna lose. But then the way the questions kind of rolled, like it was working out in my favor, but I still ended up losing by 1 vote because the Carlo was like, you're not finna beat me, and I know my collection is. I know it is too. So like, you know, overall the experience, it wasn't terrible. I definitely had fun. I will say I agree with UK because sometimes like your shoes will just lose based on the popularity of the other shoe. Like, and I can't even, like, my husband can tell you everything that happened. I don't remember. Like, he can tell you the whole story, but just the way it went, he like at the end, he was like, well, this really should have won, but you know, based on the popularity of this shoe, this is why that shoe won. So I would definitely do it again, but with a different mindset, knowing where like when you go into it, not only do you have to play to your audience, but you also have to play to like the popularity of the shoe. So when I went into it, it was kind of like the way that they do it is like once you show a shoe, if you proceed through the season, you can't show that shoe again. So it kind of makes you think like, I want to reserve like, you know, my real heat, my heavy hitters, but no. Like when you there, you got to guns blazing, show it all, leave it all on the floor, and you know, however it falls is however it falls. I definitely had fun. Like my experience, I know I've seen like some people like they get on these sneaker battles arguing about the questions and all of that, and like they'll ask a question, but if they don't ask the question the way that it need to be asked, then it's like 87 questions on top of the question, and it's just like, hey. We here to show a shoe, like show your shoe and go about your day. Like we're starting to it. So I would definitely do it again. I've been approached to do it like a couple of times since then. Have I done it? No. But I would do it again if I was in the right mood. They would have to catch me on like a good day. And I'd be like, oh.
They have to catch you outside.
Yeah, catch me outside. Most of the time once again, I'm not real good with like public speaking, so I'm definitely like a behind the scenes, like, oh hey, here's a cute picture and a cute caption, and then kind of go like I'm not real good with like content management and stuff like that, or my words. So that's like my biggest thing is not that I don't want to be in the battle. I don't want to be in front of this camera talking to people. Like, yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Ashley, have you ever done a sneaker battle, or would you do a sneaker battle?
I have not done one. I hadn't really thought about it until you mentioned this question. But I buy what I like. And I'm not really like a hype shoe all the time. And in my mind, those battles, people will be very specific about things. I think they probably look for a lot of Jordans. And I never really was a Jordan collector growing up. My favorite person has been and always probably will be is Penny Hardaway. So when I grew up, I was all about getting all the pennies that came out. I can remember just having the cool gray 11s in high school, but that was all by choice. Because I didn't want any of the Jordans because I kind of like to have shoes that are different. And I felt like a lot of people are normally wearing Jordans. So I would pass on it. Just because, like I said, I don't have a lot of the hype shoe, or probably like you said, when you did one, or, you know, everybody's looking like, oh, they picked that shoe because it's a Jordan versus something else you might be able to present. Like if I show up with a 08 penny, somebody has this Jordan shoe, they're going to vote for the Jordan shoe.
Right. That makes sense.
I would say on that same vein too, though, to Ashley's point, like if you have a collection, you know, that's a bit older and a little seasoned, you could also lose too, just because the audience don't even notice you. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even know the silhouette. They don't know. Yeah. And so I feel like sometimes it's, you know, that too. I've never done one. I've watched a couple of them. I can't say that I wouldn't do it. But the times that I've watched it, I also feel like just like in this game with anything else, like there's a lot of gender play into it as well. Like I've heard like a lot of the narrations where it's just like, oh, she got this, like it's a shocker for her to have XYZ shoe. Right. And so that part of it, like I didn't like, because I feel like you're already, the way you're teeing me up is already downplaying the fact that I have something that you wouldn't expect. So I don't know. I watched them and it's a weird space, but I think they're entertaining, but I think it is a lot of factors that goes into it if you're really trying to be in it and win it or whatever. Because I know a lot of them do money or whatever. So yeah.
I've done one on DJ Soul Agenda and it's fun. It's lighthearted. I can actually show an Adidas Boba Fett and somewhat, people will vote for it and I have a chance to win, as opposed to, if I'm going up against a Bread or a Concord, which I don't have.
Right.
I don't stand a chance.
I mean, I don't have a Concord, but I got a Bread.
And
still,
I feel like the people that, do the sneaker battles seriously, like, I can't do them justice because I'm still learning. And I don't have the collection. Like,
goodbye, Sid.
Like,
you canceled.
She
canceled.
See?
Oh, I ain't got the Bread 4 either.
There's just
this was sneakers back in the day. Sneakers back in the day.
If you have the Concord, the Bread,
Babe has
the Grinches.
The Bread.
What else do we? Any Travis Scott.
Babe.
Like, those are the cheat codes, and I don't have any of that.
Yeah, and I think just to kind of give a different perspective on it, I think, when I watch it, I do learn a lot. There's always a sneaker that I don't know. Especially like you said, Sid, if somebody has more of a range, and they do actually sit and explain what the sneaker is, because sometimes you're like, what is that? Like, I've never even seen that. Like, I mean, it might even be something that was at the time a brick, something you could just walk in the store and get, but now you can't do that. So I do learn a lot from the battles, but kind of like what Kim was saying, it also depends on what platform it's on. Because again, with DJ Soul Agenda, I wholeheartedly believe that, like, you can really have fun. You don't feel pressure. You can I can bring a beater freaking superstar out and people are like, oh wow, I can't believe she has those superstars, whatever. Versus if I go, not really kind of putting people negatively against each other in terms of their channel, but there's certain cultures around the sneaker battles. Like, when you're going for $1,000, it ain't fun. like you stressed versus let's just do this for fun. Like, woohoo. So
let me pull out these Asics. Like, let me figure everything.
Hello. What up, Mr. J6? Thanks for coming through. She said, don't have and can't get. Clearly, the cheat code is what lost Mickii her battle. He's never gonna let it go.
Ever.
She said, I like to drink wine and watch y'all battle. Easy. We know Sneaker Mess had you out there. I had you out there on what was the name of her what's the name of her show on Instagram? It's Friday something, but yeah, he was on one of her Friday shows and said, but their questions be making you think and dig. That's the fun part. Yeah. But even when
the questions will make you for sure get in your bag, like just because, like, on like what Sid said, like, some people will get out there and be like, oh, you a girl, like, you can't have this and you can't have that. And then I have to show you, like, don't play with me. I've been doing it. Like,
don't play with me.
Yeah, don't like,
we come for me. Right.
We can meet in the street or we can meet we can struggle. But either way, you not, like, exactly. So it do get like to some point where it's like, like, they'll hype you up and be like, you ain't got this, you ain't got that. And you really just got to get out there and flex one time. Like, they won't let you be humble. Like I said, I like to take cute pics and post pictures. That's it. But then there's some people that like to get out there and be like, I got this, I got that, I got this. And I'm not that kind of person. But if you come at me like I don't have it, I'm gonna show you, like, that's a different story. So that does, like, I'm not a big competitive person, so, like, but that will bring out, like, my competitive nature, and I don't like to lose. So then I'd be like, we finna shut this down.
Awesome. Well, any other final thoughts about sneaker battles or anything?
I love to watch them. It's I'm still, like I said, I'm still learning. And so to see everyone's collection that, has history or just is more vast than mine. It's like, I'm all for it. I'm a Padawan. So I'm here for it. Especially the women's battle, just to see them come out and say, like Kick said, like, yeah, I got this too, please.
Right. Awesome. Well, speaking of battles, this segues into our next topic, which is the Verzuz battle. So has anybody had a chance to watch any of the Verzuz battles? Okay, by show of hand. Okay, I just want to make sure. So you all are aware that this next week, well, actually tomorrow or Wednesday is Eve versus Trina. So we'll talk about that one. And we're going to try to reserve this section for like 5 minutes because I know we can kind of go on and on. But to me personally, I mean, I'm excited, but I really didn't listen to Trina because I mean, that girl got a mouth on her, first of all. And second of all, I felt Eve was more like mainstream in a sense. She was working with like Gwen Stefani and, you know, just had like a little bit more range in terms of the genre and how her rap melded with the radio. Mm-hmm. So I'm interested to see like how this is going to work because I mean, depending on, you know, where you was in your life and the type of music you listen to, you probably didn't listen to both. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the other battles, you listen to both. Like they both were like in their bag around the same time. Or even if they weren't around the same time, they were in their bag in different decades. But I personally don't have that sense of attachment. Hey, YSO. So Tonette says she's Team Eve. Yeah, Team Eve or Team Trina.
Oh, am I? I'm definitely Team Eve. And it's basically for the same reason. Like, my mom was not trying to hear, I want to listen to that new Trina. Like, what? Like, even as an adult, when I listen to Trina sometimes, I'm like, she was really saying this in the 90s? Like, oh, my God. But, yeah, I'm definitely on the same page. Like, I was more of an Eve fan because she was more mainstream. Like, her music just... For that point in time in my life, like I was like a teenager. I wasn't thinking about all the stuff about. My friends might have been, but that was not what I was doing. So that's just not where I was at. Like, so I'm definitely Team Eve on that one too.
That's what's up.
And for me, like Tonette said, I only know one Trina song, and that's The Baddest Bee, and that's it. And even then, I couldn't stand that song. So it was her vocals, like her octave. I couldn't hear it. So even though I wasn't the biggest Eve fan, I am Team Eve because she, you know, she was part of the Rough Riders and all that. So I'm here for her, but I didn't ask for that versus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I had to pick K, I had to go Team E for literally the same reasons. Just because, like you said, like for instance, Brandy and Monica was both in their bag at the same time. So yes, it's a both at the same time. But Trina was, I guess, a little bit before my time. Like I know of her, I know some songs, but I definitely know more Eve. I know Eve from Barbershop. I know Eve from whatever.
Yeah. You know, it's like
so I would have to go Eve.
And I feel like to James's point, because he was like Eve all day mainstream, she wasn't mainstream, not with the Rough Riders. But this is my personal opinion. I felt like with her, the Rough Riders wouldn't have got as far as they got because she, to me, was really like the star of them. That's just my personal opinion. Because all I listened to
able to touch a different audience, though.
Yeah,
so I think it did. I don't know. I'm not saying they wouldn't have been what they were. I think she helped them expand because she reached a different audience.
And
you know, they had the recipe. Whenever you have one female out of a group of guys, you know, of course, and you know, if the society said, oh, she fine and she this, so of course they're gonna put their eyes. But to me, DMX was
you know. I was about to say, besides Eve, DMX is the only other Rough Rider I know. Like, so
my mama wasn't letting Trina rock. She sang along to Eve, though. Right.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. So we'll see.
And everybody wanted those paw print tattoos. Don't forget about that. I'm gonna get my little the water tattoos and get the.
Yes, that's true. I forgot about that. And then she also had like a mean low cut, you know, like females, you know, they was kind of all about like the hairdo and the whoop diddy slap to the leg, you know, whatever. And she just came out with a little short hairdo. And I don't ever remember her having long hair until like later when she started doing like her acting and stuff, you know, in terms of the characters. But you know, I thought that was better. Yeah, and sorry, James, I'm not including DMX in here. I'm saying like Rough Riders without them too. Who are the other people? Maybe I just don't know.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
And I did know y'all drinking on your panel.
You're right about that part.
Like Shani said, I did know Nan. I think that's the only rap verse that I like from Trina. That's it.
I know a couple of Trina tracks, but I definitely feel like I know more Eve tracks than Trina tracks.
Yes.
Right. Now I will say Trina would do. I liked her little feature. So, you know, she hop on like a little remix. She'd be like, okay, Trina, you know, you coming through, you know, reminding them that you still here. But I don't know. I don't know. So we'll see. Streaming music is for when you off the Henny pregame before you go out.
Oh no, I'm not listening to her.
Okay. She said, yeah, them Paw Prints were saying something. And she had the fetish clothing line. Who did?
Eve. I didn't wear that.
I know a lot. She said, I know a lot of trans songs. you know you wasn't supposed to be knowing. No. So, you know, and then the following week or even the week after, I can't remember, they're gonna have the Bow Wow and the Soulja Boy. And I'm gonna just tell y'all on Friday, I went off on this whole binge of Bow Wow and Soulja Boy YouTube. And I don't know, I'm excited for this. So I'm gonna just tell y'all from my experience, when Bow Wow came out, you couldn't tell me nothing. Bow Wow and B2K, them was my groups. They was everything to me. I watched like Mike. I was right up there on the front row. He started doing his movies. And Kim, I'm gonna let you speak. But Bow Wow, they really be counting Bow Wow out. But Bow Wow had a lot of us wrapped around his finger. I love Bow Wow. Now Soulja Boy, he had his moments too with the dances and stuff. Because I was a freshman in college when Crank That came out. And I remember I used to work my little desk shift on campus, and I would play it from 6 to 9, and we for the whole 3 hours. So I don't know. I'm here for it personally.
So my question
I
was
like, Kim,
you know, I had to pause for effect. So my question was, when I saw that, I know he may not have had as many hits as Bow Wow, but wouldn't Bow Wow and Romeo have been a better matchup?
But Romeo ain't got no hits though.
That's I mean, I guess
but they would have been better. Yeah.
I don't know who asked for this matchup. I didn't, and I didn't take the poll, and I won't be watching that one.
I love how Kim be like, I didn't ask for this one, so I didn't know how it's on the agenda. I don't know how it's happening.
I did not.
I know all the words to all the Bow Wow songs. I'm gonna just say that. I'm not ashamed.
And see, I'm your elder, so you know I get it. You're within that little time frame,
right?
So you know,
I was definitely with like
B2K, immature. I get it.
Yes, I was definitely with K Fresh for the like B2K Bow Wow era. Like I remember the screen tours. I remember like going to the screen tours. I'll never forget because like when Bow Wow, he used to pop up out like this little box on the side.
Hello,
it was, like right next to our
with the braids.
Yes, I touched his leg and everything. Like I will never forget that moment. He was like flying up through the sky. And I was like, y'all, Bow Wow.
He said, Mr. 106 and Park is back.
Exactly. But I definitely I'm definitely more of a Soulja Boy fan than I am a Bow Wow fan.
Wow.
I am. Like
if I had to choose one.
But if I had to choose one, I would choose Soulja because he had me dancing. Like I remember that in my older age, like Soulja Boy songs was what you heard like in my outside days. Like when I was clubbing every weekend, it was always Soulja Boy. Like and that was like the time when Atlanta was like really running stuff. And so that was like what you heard. So that's kind of more what sticks with me. Like I don't remember like if a Bow Wow song come on, I don't probably remember the words, but am I gonna play it? Like I would play Crank That if I'm in a real good mood.
No, I'm not playing any Soulja Boy. The only one song I want to hear is Bow Wow and Sierra. I ain't never had nobody.
Okay, we gonna always be together, baby. I didn't see that. Good. Okay, y'all. So the other reason why I wanted to talk about this is. Okay, so even though I was a big Bow Wow fan, I was a big Soulja Boy fan. So I loved Soulja Boy as well. So much that I'm going to tell y'all this embarrassing story. So I loved Soulja Boy so much. I was in college. And do y'all remember when he used to wear Yums, like the tennis shoes, like the sneakers?
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to share my screen. I had a pair of these bad boys. And just looking back at it, I'm like, why? That's how far gone I was in this whole Soulja Boy. Like I would do whatever for Soulja Boy. So let me find, where is it at? Okay, hold on. Let me actually move it over here.
Did you guys see when Soulja Boy was on what's that, Charlemagne and the
Charlemagne the
Breakfast,
God.
and he had that stretched out headband?
Okay, y'all. So let me see. It's always hard. Okay, there we go. So yeah. So I had the
I don't know
candy
anything about
apple.
that.
I had the candy apple pear. I'm sorry, this is delayed. This is delayed because of you know, I don't know, StreamYard just be acting up. But anyway, let me go back. Dang. Maybe y'all just don't need to see these because that's how horrible they are. But I had
They look like Air Force Ones.
I had the blue one. They're literally Air Force Ones, and right where the Nike sign would be, it's a Y for Yums, and then you get this little charm, and then this was the outsole on all of them. So it would tell you, like, you know, if it was the orange pair, it had orange, red was candy apple, blue was something. You had purple. But y'all, I literally saved up my little RA coins to get these shoes, like, because I love Soulja Boy that much, and I'm embarrassed. Wow. But I'm gonna share that with y'all because I love y'all. So I'm here for it. I'm here. Now you gonna say Drake. Drake.
He said on that Breakfast Club interview.
Drake.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say though. To Kim's point, like, even though Bow Wow and Romeo like would have been kind of like the Brandy Monica type match, Soulja Boy is definitely in here because he's found, like, he stayed relevant. Regardless of if we was cranking that years ago, like on social media, he stayed relevant. So of course, you know, they'll come with like the Bow Wow. But Romeo, like, where Romeo been at after he did them commercials on BET, whatever he was doing with the college or whatever it was.
He has the rapping snacks.
The rap snacks, yeah. Like, I don't know. He's relevant enough.
What up, Twan? What up, Fred?
Yeah, but I definitely think Soulja Boy is more. It would be more entertaining with Soulja Boy and Bow Wow versus Romeo.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And I do think at the end of the day, like, you know, another reason why I want to talk about this on Pop the Culture is because, you know, we all can think back when they were kids, you know, doing this stuff, they did have that following with the culture. So like I said, with Soulja Boy, he had the Yums, he wore the baggy clothes, you know, he had the dance moves, and that was all intertwined and part of the culture. Like, and then with Bow Wow, like, when I was actually watching a lot of his older videos, like him, you know, when he did stuff with Amorion, you know, had the braids, you know, the really baggy clothes. He did have on a lot of Jordan 1 mids at the time. And, you know, for us, like, you know, when you look back at it, it's like that was a moment in fashion history, even though it's a hot ass mess. Like, we was wearing it.
Kate, right. Kate, can we go somewhere real quick with that though? So like, think about like, even kind of in the era too, like Baby Fat, right? So I don't know, I was watching something today and somebody was saying how like they haven't really copped or tried to cop like any of the shoes, like Travis Scott shoes, or, you know, Billie Eilish is doing that collab now. They're just saying they're tired of seeing brands just partner with somebody because they're popular, you know, like in their industry, say music or whatever. And they're like, okay, let's make a shoe. You know, and then it gets all this hype. They drop a bunch of different silhouettes. Like, can you imagine if back in the day when we was wearing the Baby Fat, the House of Darion, the whatever them shoes you just showed, the Yum Yums that like, can you imagine like how much, just like stock, how much money that those artists, those Black artists would have made at the time if we had social, if we had sneakers, like, because a lot of that is what drives like all of, you know, what we consume today. And so it's just crazy to me to think that now you have like a lot of these, even, and I'm not saying anything is wrong with it, but say like the Bad Bunny collabs, the J Balvin's, like all of that, and it's not even their shoe, it's not even their product, it's just a collab and they make this money. Whereas back in the day you had Yum Yums and House of Darion and Baby, no social, no digital tie to it, so it picked up and it died, it went away. So that sucks.
My favorite thing that Soulja Boy said in the song, he was like, "Ain't feeling beezy. What? Where they do that at? Neck looking freezy. Yeah, yellow diamond ring." Like, bro, like, I'm telling you, like, I am so ready for this. Like, my husband gonna be looking at me like I'm crazy because he's Nigerian and he's like probably doesn't know any of this music, but I'm gotta have to put the HDMI and hook it up to my computer or something, to my TV, because I'm here for it. Yes, she said pastries. I had a pair of pastries.
Yes, I had pastries.
I didn't have
I had a pair
any
of
of that, ladies. I didn't wear any of that. Baby
had
fat, pastry.
Y'all remember the Ed Hardy shoes? Like we used to go stupid to get Ed Hardy pastries. I had those.
So I'm gonna have to record myself when I do this battle because y'all have to see how hype I'm gonna be.
I'll watch that because you finally revealed someone you love almost as much as Mariah Carey.
I was about to say, where Mariah Carey in this lineup?
Mariah is not. Nope.
Did you hear her new song?
First of all, I haven't. I actually haven't. I'm a bad fan. But the only person I personally think, and I say this all the time, will be Whitney Houston. But Whitney Houston is not here, so there's nobody else like the caliber of what they did in music. You got Clive Davis, and you got Tommy Mottola. You got all their different hits and accolades, and well, I can't say movies with Mariah because we know what that looked like. But but you know what I'm saying, like icons, like, and I can't have Mariah going up against Celine Dion or anybody because I love them, but Mariah had like R&B, she had pop, she had gospel. Celine Dion had one genre, so even if they was amazing, like how would it work?
I know that versus could never happen, but I couldn't handle a Mariah and Whitney versus. Like I would not be no good the next day, like
voice gone.
Voice gone. Like I'm not coming to work because I was busy.
I'm screaming. I'm like, I'm here for all the diva antics. I'm here for the outfit changes because Mariah is good for an outfit change. So look, Kim is pissed.
And not moving on the stage, having everybody carry her.
Yep. Number one selling artist can get carried. Okay. But anyway,
I love her though. I do.
So, I'm dying at these comments.
You what?
Lacey Wheeler said lyrics burned into her brain.
Yes. Where we at? Hold on, y'all.
We lyrics burned into her.
But he knows, like
he said, "What in the wild world of sports going on?"
2 weeks ago, a whole week listening to nothing but Whitney Houston, and I would not listen to nothing else, just Whitney.
Oh man, yeah, I love Whitney. Not a glitter fan. I'm a glitter fan, but you can't put glitter up against the Bodyguard, is what I'm saying. Like I'm a realist when it comes to Mariah Carey and her career. Like the soundtrack, I loved it, but in terms of what it did versus the Bodyguard, like Bodyguard is iconic. Glitter is.
Oh no, to me, I didn't care for Bodyguard, but Waiting to Exhale.
Now that yes. Yes, you're saying something.
Yes.
We here. He said I had everything Cheetah Girls. I'm weak. I was too old for the Cheetah Girls, I think. Hold on, I said, and that's why I could go from Texas to whatever. My cousins let us see different stuff without social. Each region had their own style. Yeah, because St. Louis even had their own style, and people didn't know that until you got the Nelly and the Chinky. And you're like, wait a minute, like y'all got a whole accent. You rap different. You dance. We had our own dances. They're like, what about like? Then that's when you started seeing Huey and not Pretty Ricky. Whatever his name was. We started seeing a lot of different artists from the area because people actually were like, wow, they have a whole new flavor. So Nelly was my dude back in the day. Over and over again. That's the only thing I remember when he did that country song. I'm like, this brother is so out, bro. Like, country? It was awful. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna stop y'all because y'all know y'all done got me hyped about this Mariah Carey. Whew, I'm gonna have to go listen to some Hero or something to go to bed.
No, you need to listen to her new song.
I do, and the thing is I went to go listen to it, but it wasn't on Apple Music, so I'm not sure what was going on there.
I had to I found it because I think Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis posted it, and it was a big deal because she was working with them for the album.
Right. That's right. I do remember that. I'm gonna listen to it tonight. Sid went to go grab her charger because her, phone. Yeah, Chingy. I like the way they do that right there. Switch
the other dude, was it Jaquan? Is that his name?
Yep.
Yeah,
what's his name? Yeah.
Yep. My friend's boyfriend at the time, he was the DJ that was in that video, the Jaquan video. That was DJ Tab. And then I have so many stories with Chingy. So my mom's boyfriend at the time was really good friends with his dad. So his brother used to come over all the time. He's like, oh, my brother is Chingy and he's got this new record out and it's blowing up. And I'm like, your brother's not Chingy. Like, I know the song, you know, right there, but I'm like, it wasn't like a hit at the time. It was just like a hit in St. Louis. He's like, no. So he calls him up, and I'm like, hello? And he like, yeah, what's up? And I'm like, is this Chingy? He's like, what you mean? And I'm like, bro, what do you mean? What you mean? Is this Chingy or is this not Chingy? So we're like, this is not Chingy. I'm like, take your phone back, you lying. She's like, no, this is Chingy. Come over. I'm over here. So Chingy straight pulls up, and we like, oh, okay, that is your brother. Oh, snaps. So we got like, I don't know if I still have it, but I have a record. And then I have a picture, and it like Chingy signed it. And this is back before he like got big. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we like never seen him again. So that's like my only little moment of fame right there. Nelly, never seen him. I don't even think that boy even lived in St. Louis the way he ain't. You ain't never seen him nowhere. Bobby Valentino. I like that song. Every time we gonna leave, something keeps pulling me back. Everyone I need in my life.
Oh, that's right. He did have that song.
Yeah, that song was good. It was weird how we met, huh? So country. I can't. Anyway, okay, so that's. Oh, go ahead, Kim.
I was gonna ask, what was like out of all the verses, what is everyone's favorite?
Mm-hmm. Mine was definitely Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Ashley Brothers.
It was at the top. It was the top.
It was at the top. I would say
like
too.
The music I grew up to, and then the second one behind that for me was like the Snowman and Gucci, because that was also like a moment for me. Like that was like
something was gonna be a shooting happen or something. It was so tense. It was tense.
It was so tense, but I was only there for the music, so I was like, oh, y'all still got real beef in these streets. But turn the music up though.
Right. Yeah, that Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm saying, how many times they gonna keep saying, yeah, we got about 50 11 albums, like literally. You're like, damn, y'all got 100 and some albums. Y'all just, we got 100 albums and blah blah blah. I'm like, these dudes are like vampires, man. Like they've been alive for like 100 years.
Yeah. My husband was saying like the Ashley Brothers really dropped their first song in like the 50s.
That's crazy, yeah.
That's crazy.
50s, and just been going ever since. It's like decades of like
yeah.
So
go ahead. The one that gave me life, like the one that started it off, because prior to them, it was like, this is what it is. Because I was expecting something big. Beanie Man and Bounty Killer. They started the hype train and got me really hyped. Like, if no one could touch this level, I don't want to see it. And then I don't. I have. And then DMX and Snoop.
Yep, that was a good one.
And SWV and Escape. I was pleasantly surprised. I think there's one more, but I can't think of it. So
I would say my favorite one for performance, or the one that had me, I went through all the fields. I think I was crying. Everything was Gladys and Patty. Like I love that one hit, because my granny, my parents, everybody was watching it. We was like on FaceTime, everybody was watching it. But I'm gonna take it back to the first one with Babyface and Teddy Riley. There's so many memes, so much.
They old ass don't even know how to work nothing.
I laughed for weeks about that one, like with the technical difficulties. That one is like really, I was like, oh, I gotta be on here. Like until they get this right, I gotta be on here. And then I think they did them again to try to do it for real. That one is still at the top.
I just didn't understand how Babyface, it literally looked like he was like getting ready to record another album. I was like, bro, where are you at?
In the
like you got
candles
and everything, and the candles, and I'm like,
right.
I didn't think that was a good matchup.
Right, Teddy Riley was like in this basement. You seen somebody, hey, you got the cord. Like, I mean,
I'm hearing double audio. They said turn the other audio off, and it's still echoing. You're like, oh,
bro,
God.
That thing was so funny. I cried.
What was also funny was all the jokes, and Tony Baker made a joke of it, and Teddy Riley got upset. I was not feeling the Erica and Jill.
I loved it.
Thank you, sister. Thank you. Peace, love. Thank you, sister. Like, just play the music. Play the music. Play the music. Like, stop playing these games with me.
Right.
Jonte Austin and Neo was a good one too.
That was nice. I think all of them had their like moments. Like I can't say that I listened to all of them all the way through, just because like them joints are long, and then if they don't come on time, and then it was like the one with Ashanti and Keisha Cole, it was like homegirl's mood was all off. So it was like, I'm tired of watching her mood being off because I really want to slap her. Like I literally want to just pull her hair out because she was doing too much.
Well, let me tell you, I was here for all of Monica's shade and all of Brandy shade.
Yeah,
Brandy was looking old to me. Maybe it was just me.
Yeah, she
must have been through it.
Moesha and Monica. Get him out the comments.
Yeah, and then I don't know what the one in July. I guess that one's still a secret. July 1st. I don't know who that's supposed to be.
I thought you
have they been doing these for a year yet? Has it? It's been a minute.
It's been a year.
It's been over a year. Yeah,
so close to it.
That's crazy.
I need them to do like a Shaka Khan and somebody else. I don't know who the other person would be, but I just need what you gonna do for me? I just need the music. I need all of that.
The group that I want to see that they would never get is New Edition. New Edition, the New Kids on the Block.
Yeah, that would be good.
Shoot,
who's New Edition? Yeah, it'd be hard kind of getting them together because
they always beefing. That's a good idea.
I'm like,
y'all thought Jeezy and Gucci was something,
right?
Yeah. Yep.
Ashley, what was your favorite one?
I liked the SWV and Escape. I'm a huge Escape fan, so I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, once Coco finally took those shoes off, they're comfortable.
Yeah, because she was real uncomfortable most of the time. She was in that first half of it. Right. I wish that
was a good
audio was better for the Jagged Edge and 112. Because I'm really a Jagged Edge fan, but I couldn't get with the sound. I couldn't even listen to them.
I just turned on Spotify because you're right.
Hello. And that's sad too because I was just thinking about this on Friday. Like, there's no male like R&B groups anymore. Like none.
No.
None. Not one.
Not R&B.
Like currently, like you can't name a R&B male vocalist group, and I'm like, oh man, that hurts. Cause
that's true.
See, who? Like literally the last. I'm even trying to think. Like the last 5 years, who would it even be?
Comments. I'm done.
Oh, what is that? I said Migos be singing a little bit.
I would love to see Anita Baker and Sade. I know they would never have that.
That'd be good.
And those comments was back to back. I need Anita Baker. Who would y'all put against Sade?
I would put Anita Baker.
Yeah,
slightly different.
I think I love Anita Baker. Yeah, that'd be good. So yeah, they definitely have more to go. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Anita and Shaka. Yeah, they the verses, like I feel like they could go on and on and on. And just think, they're actually doing artists that are like way older, like in terms of longevity.
Yeah.
Like imagine if they do like a Roddy Ricch and a somebody else that's new. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know who that is.
It'll be 20 minutes. It'll be 20 minutes though. That's why they pick those older artists, because they can go for hours. They got hits on hits on hits on hits. A lot of the artists that we got now, it'll be 6 songs.
He said, "You don't know me," and I'm going to sleep. Yeah, I'm going to sleep for a good reason. I feel like her voice is like really sweet.
Yeah, I think the only person that could go up against Beyonce, sorry y'all if y'all disagree in the chat, is Janet Jackson.
I feel
because they are up on that same level, you know what I'm saying? With hits on top of hits. And I know that, Beyonce is standing on Janet as far as Janet opening all the doors for Beyonce, but who else could match up to that level? Who?
Yeah, and I'm not a big Beyonce fan. Like, I'm not a Beehive person. But yeah, I feel you on that. I couldn't name, when I saw the question, I was like, I don't even know who. Yeah,
I mean, I personally would do Mariah Carey over Janet Jackson. But that's only because, literally think about this. When Beyonce, every single decade, Beyonce had probably one of the hottest songs in the world, not just the US, the world. Yes, Janet had her moments, but consistently Beyonce was
her moments.
Yeah, she had her little moments. She had her little moments, but I'm telling you, y'all have to really look at, and I'm not down in Janet like at all. Like I'm truly not down in Janet. But if you look at Beyonce, everything she has achieved, single by single, album by album, like #1 chart topping albums, and then you put her next to Mariah Carey, I think she could hold it. I think she could hold her own.
I think she will hold her own against Mariah better than Janet.
Mm.
And
I don't think
I can honestly say that's probably like a generational thing because I've never been a big Janet Jackson fan. Like I've heard a good chunk of her music, but can I just say, oh my God, I was a Janet fan? No.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying though, Kim, like, you know, in terms of like the songs though, like when you think about Janet, what her songs were about versus, you know, Beyonce, like, yes, they're very similar, but I guess I was more thinking in the lens of like the chart topping things. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
But also too, to Kim's point, like if you think full package, so matchup of music, lyrics, also performance. You know, because now the Verzuz have become mini concerts and not just like the Babyface Teddy Riley situation like this anymore. You know, like I think you would get a full package show from a Janet and a Beyonce.
Right. Ooh, they would be expensive. Golly, they would be expensive.
They'll charge us on Instagram for that. We ain't watching that for free on the live.
They be like to
pay per view. They gonna have the fight rates.
One device per household. You log in, give your password.
Yeah, and I would be here for, you know, just a little bit of dancing, like, you know, Janet just bust out a little mood and you'd be like, oh my God, and then she's like, that's all you're getting tonight because let's gonna cut some more checks.
And you might got your Silk Sonic your male group in the comments and say, can we count Anderson, Paak, and Bruno?
Yeah.
Somewhat.
They try. I love that. It's the LOL for me.
It's the LOL for me. Yeah, but we'll see because that's hard. And I wonder if like the groups too, or like just the people, if they have to agree, you know, because like what if Beyonce's like, I don't want to go up against a Mariah Carey. I don't want to go, you know, what if she feels like that's just not best for her?
And pull a LL Cool J, because that's what LL Cool J pulled.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good matchup.
Yeah. I'm like, bruh.
That's basically
Janet would have been that if we had social media back then. I agree. Yeah. I agree with that, definitely. And she came up under her brother, like she came up from under her brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for a minute, like I was like, oh, you know, just Janet Jackson 5, but like she actually held her own, which was awesome, you know, that she was able to do that. Cause just think, you related to Michael Jackson and you held it down.
It's like Michael, Janet, then you got to think about the rest of them. Like, you know their name.
What's their name?
For a second, yeah.
Right. They gonna have packages. Yep. They're gonna be like, in order to see them dance, you have to pay $10. Right. You can do the $5 lawn seating where you just get a snippet, and then you do the a dedicated link.
For the playback feature, that's because you 500.
Right.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
David Ruffin and all.
Yeah, Rihanna and Beyonce. I guess. Yeah.
I can see that.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, definitely, possibly.
Team Rihanna.
You team Rihanna?
Same.
I like Rihanna.
I would be.
I love Beyonce, don't get me wrong. But Rihanna, I can play her songs today and enjoy it. Beyonce, I have to be in the mood for because they played it so much. They played it so much, and it's like, Beyonce again.
Beyonce, for some people, it's hard for. I am a Beehive member. I've seen Beyonce on tour 3 times.
Twice, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a Beehive member. It would be hard for me to pick anybody. Oh, like even like a Mariah Carey and a Beyonce, it's like, dang, I love Mariah
Carey.
See?
Yeah. And it's funny, I didn't get Beyonce until I went to the On the Run tour. And when I went to the On the Run tour, I said, I get it now. I get it now. I went to 2 concerts. And so I said, man, I see why everybody's on it, but I'm still Team Rihanna.
Yeah, she's got that kind of aura where you do kind of have to see her in person. because then you get a better appreciation for the song and the arrangement, because a lot of that stuff, that's not just for her voice, that is also for her to dance to. Right. So you can't, and that's why, you know, obviously Mariah Carey ain't moving on the stage, because what the hell is she supposed to be doing singing this ballad? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like versus Beyonce, like the song, the whole arrangement is for her to move and, you know, give you a feeling. So that's why you do have to see her in person. But he said Chris Brown and Sierra. Chris Brown ain't gonna do nothing because he a big ass is what he is. He's a big ass hole. I don't know what's wrong with that little boy. Beyonce got that Tina Turner vibe. Big wheels keep on turning. Can get what? You see?
Oh, you know.
I agree, but the greatest dancer next to Mike Jackson. Yeah, I guess you're talking about Chris Brown. Chris needs to put that stuff. Because he was just ranting and raving the other day. He just ranting and raving the other day, talking about how some girl, I guess, I don't know if it's his baby mama, his other baby mama or something, but talking about how that's why your people sell drugs and whoop-de whoop. But she was cool. She was cool when she was backing that thing up, and you done made a whole kid.
They sell them to you. You're the buyer.
Mariah would put me to sleep in concert. She's so stiff. I'm weak. She didn't put me to sleep. I saw her in Vegas and I was hollering. Literally. My dog Chris looked like this. He do. He's in a sunken place.
He does.
Him and Soulja Boy.
But see, the thing was originally they was gonna do the Usher and Chris Brown, but I guess like Chris Brown just wasn't feeling it. And that's why I was like, I don't think he will ever do a versus, because he really thinks in his mind that he doesn't see the fun in anything anymore. And I think it's just given that whole Rihanna situation that just really bruised him really bad, because he was never like that. I was a Chris Brown fan. And then after that, he just like, the media wouldn't let him get past it and all that other stuff. So it's like
they shut him out. So he was like, y'all shut me out, I'm going to shut y'all out. And he ever since.
So I would love to see a Usher Chris Brown. I think that would be dope. You know,
I would too,
but I don't think Chris Brown want to do it. He's like, like, bro, just do it. It's be fun. That's how I felt at Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation tour. What she say? That what she got her life.
Did you guys watch the Timberland and
it was Timberland,
Swiss Beats?
Like the original?
Nope.
The original.
It was good. It was good. It made me realize how much I already knew Timberland was. His music is just vast. It's just huge. But man, Swiss Beats was trying to put these songs up against what Timberland created, and it was one of those things where it's like, please, there's no way you can you can put these side B's up to I don't know, Jay-Z.
You said them side B's. I'm weak. The B sides. I know what you're saying though, but it's funny. Like you can't. Yeah, I'm weak. Yeah, that's true. I do need to go back and watch that, because I think that's what really started the whole Versus, and you know, I think that's iconic all in itself. You know, people just trying to find a way to keep people entertained through a very difficult time. You know, like we all sitting in the house and people losing their jobs and all this other stuff, getting sick and dying, and music is always very healing, you know, for a lot of people. So I thought that was awesome. Well, I know we are reaching almost the end of time, so I only have one question, and then we'll do our quick latest pickup. So great discussion, though. I love it. That's what I love about Pop the Culture. We can go off on these little tangents. So really quickly, what was my question? If you could choose one word to describe your sneaker collection, what would it be and why?
I would say mine is eclectic with limitations.
So
there's a line, yes, but I have limitations because I can't jump over a certain fence, like those Yeezy 450s. No, I can't get jiggy with those.
I would say mine would be versatile. Just because I got basketball shoes, trainers, running shoes. So that I think that would kind of sum it up.
Look at this. Look at James. If you're gonna say regular people shoes, he's so funny to me. I can't. We're not doing this today, voluptuous.
I don't know. I guess the word, it's a basic word, but I was just gonna say me. Because like when I look at my shoes, like I don't know, either I can look at a pair and be like, oh, it's a whole story behind why I got these shoes, or I look at a pair and just be like, dang girl, remember you really wanted the thing, you know, like I don't know, it's just me. Like it's a mix of, you know, hype versus stuff ain't nobody wanting it versus I found these at the outlet, and so
right.
Yeah, I just say me.
Right.
My word would be evolving. Because I definitely feel like my sneaker collection evolves with my age. Like the older I get, the more I don't have to have like every Jordan that comes out. Like I might want to pass on that to grab something different. I'm definitely getting to where it's like comfort is definitely over like the shoe itself. So I'm like, I'm not buying I can't even think of like fours. I'm not buying no fours.
I knew she was gonna say fours. Fours get the worst.
I'm not buying that.
But
like,
it's true.
Like they're not comfortable. So I'm definitely getting to the age where like it used to be a point in time where I didn't wear fives because I didn't feel like they were the most comfortable shoes. But the older I get, it's like, okay, these are getting a little bit like more comfortable for me. Like this is a little bit better. So mine is ever evolving because today I might be in love with everything in here, and tomorrow I'll be like, throw it all away.
Right.
Yeah.
I think my word would be confident. I've always said that I feel like because of sneakers, I feel a lot more confident in who I am and, you know, how I present myself. I always feel super not confident. What's the word for not confident? I don't even know. When you wear like when I wear like heels and stuff, because it's like I just feel uncomfortable. I'm just like I just don't feel like my best self. So I feel like my sneaker collection is like confident in the respect of like I can really truly be who I am. And when I put on, you know, a new fresh pair of shoes, whether it is just, you know, a regular trainer or something I got from the outlets that people are like, it's just a regular people shoe, or if it's a Bred 11, you know, for example, like I feel a lot more confident when I get dressed. You know, I give y'all them fresh fit of the day, fresh fit Fridays. That's who I am, and that's who I want to be known as. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be, and sometimes it's real hard too, because like I'll go to work and I have to do a presentation and I gotta wear a suit, and I'm just like, ugh, like, you know, I have to let my personality be what shows who I am in that sense, because I can't come as I am, you know, type of thing. But he said no Jordan 4 slander. Them pinky toe cutters.
It's true. It's true.
Nines are pinky toe cutters for me.
Yeah. I have one pair of nines and I'm like, ugh. I be feeling good when I get fresh fit approved too. Right. I know that's right. I know that's right. Big bad bussin' off.
I love it. Yes.
Abaka boo. Lean. I would never get over that whole voice.
Dennis.
Crap.
I'm gonna Instagram me from that, and it just says Dennis.
Kim,
is that a TikTok? What is that?
Kinda, yeah. It's a TikTok or reel, but it's this guy like showing you how to do the choreography to. I don't even know what song it is anymore.
Oh,
if it's Dennis. But anyway, okay, so our last thing I want to do before I let you ladies go is really just do a little show and tell. We always show off our latest pickups or any W's, so it doesn't have to be a new release. It could just be, you know, something that you've recently copped. We can either take turns, depends on how many everybody has, but I have one that I want to unbox, and then I have other ones that I just want to quickly show. So how many of y'all got? Tell me, and then we'll figure out how we gonna do this. If it's lean, yep.
Yeah, I got 3 or 4. Yeah, I got 3.
Okay, so we'll just go like in order of my screen. So it'll be me, Ashley, Kim, Sid, and Mickii. Me, Ashley, Kim, Sid, and Mickey. Okay, cool. So I'm going to open a box that I just got in on Saturday. I was out of town, so J-Bo picked up my box for me, so I appreciate you, sis.
I know what it is, I think.
You probably don't, girl, because I got like so many freaking shoes.
You mentioned one on Monday, though, on your last live that you was waiting on. You was like, I got this shirt, and I'm trying to match it with this.
Oh, no, that one I already unboxed.
You can't wait.
I can't wait. I couldn't wait because I really wanted that one, but I am going to show that one off too. So we have a Nike Air Force One box. It looked little. Ooh, my feet little. Ooh. Throw that over there. Yeet. I wanted these so bad, y'all. So I got these rust pink, or I don't know if they're like dusty red. Dusty red is the colorway.
Those fire.
They are. I need the dusty blue, but I couldn't spend all my
blue.
coins in one time. So the inside is red. I already got a fit, y'all. When y'all see this fit, man. When y'all see this fit,
we get to see that Friday.
Huh?
We get to see that Friday.
Yeah, y'all get to see that Friday. But these are dope. Like for the people who slept, like
those are fire.
Not very many people slept though, because as soon as these came out, let me make sure that my side. Yeah, as soon as these came out, they like sold out instantly. And I was like, I need both of these pairs. So once they restock these dusty blue ones or whatever, I don't even know what they call them. I have to get both pairs. I love horses. Okay, that's mine. Ashley?
I got a couple here.
Yeah, they swag.
Jordans and stuff that released in the last week, but these ones I'm pretty excited about. I did a
nice.
I don't even think my screen is gonna show anything good.
I like the swoosh on there.
Yeah, those are pretty.
So I did the ID for the dunk. It sucks. My lighting sucks really bad. Let's see here.
That's how mine be too. Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
But yeah, so we got like the navy blue. I got like a light blue here, and then this is the Nike Volt color. Swoosh. And then I was able to ID it.
Nice.
I got a little bit of a classic here that I picked up a couple weeks ago.
Hold on, let's do one at a time.
Sorry.
We got Kim.
So I picked up 2 of the Super 7 Sauconies. Not Saucony.
Saucony.
And these are the creature from the Black Lagoons.
Ooh,
those are so
look
pretty.
at that material.
Those are so pretty.
Wow. What's the back saying? Something in Chinese?
Monster.
Oh, monster.
Okay.
Not Chinese.
Japanese.
Yeah, those are pretty.
And so this particular shoe, this area and the inside tag, it glows in the dark.
Sheesh.
But yeah.
I need a pair of Saucony stuff so bad. Okay, we got Sid in the building. You muted.
So this pair was one kind of like UK with the 3s. Not that I feel like it dropped so many times, but I had to have it, and I got it at Sneaker Con. The leather, I still clearly haven't even laced them, but none of Sneaker Con was in Dallas, so I copped these at Sneaker Con for less than 100 over retail too. Because kind of like when you go the second day, everybody just trying to leave with their table, but we were there on the first day. And I think that particular seller, they had a few pair, and they only had like one in a 6.5. I kept going around. Me and Bay kind of hustled a little bit and but I needed this pair so bad. So got the Hyper Royals.
Congrats on that.
So we'll go with the ones that actually just recently showed up.
Nice.
Solid purple one.
Come through.
Definitely waited on this pair like all year. And I was able to cop for retail. So that was like an instant W.
Right. I just love how they put the satin around the ankle collar for the women's pairs. I love that.
I may reach back for those because I think they're only going for $20 or $30 over retail.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not bad actually. Okay.
Size 9 if anybody need a size.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
I was going to say, I actually have an extra 8.5. I hit it for retail. So, anybody need an extra 8.5? Just let me know.
Okay, these was the ones that Sid is talking about. I opened them because I was too excited. So,
Oh yeah.
Damn.
I got them. I love them. I can't wait to do my review. I'm gonna do a review, but I'm trying to get my fits together because I know I incorporate the fits. So I really love the like how soft the material is. Like I love it. Like it's almost like flimsy in a sense, but not like I don't know how to explain it, but it's not like hard. I feel like it'd be just so comfortable on feet.
The Zooms are really comfortable.
Yeah, look at that.
I can't wait to wear mine.
Sis was in her bag when she created these, when she did these. And then you got the gold, man, these royal blue laces though. Y'all know how I feel about that royal blue. I know y'all seen a lot of freaking videos of these shoes, but I'm super excited that I got those. And I actually paid like $200 for them. So actually wasn't bad. That was my first GOAT purchase. Okay, Ashley.
I got this was a couple weeks ago, but I got the Reebok pump that came out.
Nice.
Pump it up.
Pump it up.
pretty.
Yes.
Clean sneaker.
Thugging in my Reeboks, right? Oh, Kim.
New Balance. Casablanca.
That
Collab.
look like Gucci.
Okay.
That look like Gucci. She said I got mine on GOAT accidentally.
Yeah,
you know how you put that bid in and forget. That phone go ding at like 2 a.m. You're like, shit. All right, Sid.
That's facts. So I was actually gonna show the same next. But I'm gonna show it too because this is my first eBay purchase.
Nice.
And I found like a good seller who like didn't charge the shipping. So I don't know. Like I wouldn't say skeptical about eBay. It's just on eBay you gotta do a little bit of work. So it was the first time where I did a little bit of work, found a good seller, had great reviews, had the free shipping. So I know that's why a lot of people are like looking at eBay now. You know, instead of StockX and GOAT because of all the fees, but because you showed it and because Kim just showed her, because I love these like 327s. Nice. I love these and I copped them. I hit these on End, I think, like when they dropped a while back, but I love these New Balances too.
That's what's up. All right, Mickey.
So I'm gonna show y'all two shoes, and one because I don't feel like it gets enough credit is these.
Those are nice.
A different version of this, right? So I feel like if this shoe was attached to this same brand, it would have sold a lot better. But I definitely love these. Like threes have become one of my favorite silhouettes because once again, the comfort. But yeah, so I really, really love this rust pink and the materials on this. They should have did this with these sunset pulses. Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you think about like the price point on them dunks, it's like you getting $100 shoe. What you get? Okay, I gotta see what's my next shoes. I don't even know. Oh, okay. I got straight piles of shoes. Okay. So this other one is Air Force One. I'm sorry, y'all, for y'all that probably don't like people who don't like Air Force Ones, but I love Air Force Ones. So I got like all Air Force Ones. So I actually got the tearaway, the new tearaways that they have. So this is how they look when they come. I'm sure everybody's seen this before, maybe. But I'm actually obviously gonna do a YouTube video so I can tear them off and show them off. But right now, all you can see is the tongue. Yeah, my lighting's awful too. There you go. Just get tongue on there. But super excited to be able to have these. And y'all, I was able to get these for like $54. So,
oh wow!
Don't ask me how, but I got them for $54, and I cannot be happier because I love a sale on a sneaker.
I just sold those on StockX because that's another pair. I be hitting on End sometimes. Like I got a couple of pairs and now I hit on End, but it was actually a half a size too big because you know you got to calculate your little European size, and for the Air Force Ones it was a half size too big, and then I wasn't like crazy about them, but I just like be putting in, and I just actually put them up on StockX. But I wish I hit on your size because I could just.
Hello. Awesome. Ashley, do you have anything else?
Yeah, I got this New Balance here.
Ooh,
The 550s.
I love that colorway.
Yep.
Damn, let me get some of y'all heat. All I got is all white shoes.
I was debating about those.
They had some nice apparel too. So
Yeah, they did.
T-shirt and like the shorts. So I'm excited about that.
What up, my kick sick in the building, back up in the lab.
I actually have on the way. Shout out to DJ Soul Agenda. Threw me the lob for the Fusion Red. I can't wait for those to come in. And also I hit on the SNS New Balance.
Nice.
But
oh my gosh.
This was a last week topic also.
Oh, I seen the box. Oh, God.
Right. I love that box though. That box is hitting. Like that box is hitting.
Yes. It's like a keepsake.
Yeah.
Keepsake
That's
box.
so dope.
Oh,
I think I need to put my bid in on GOAT.
what? 'Cause they not retailing for like super high at all.
No,
They've been restocking like crazy.
Oh,
I'm trying to make me like them a little bit.
You got
and
the
then
base.
D the sneaker freak, she had on, no, actually it was Paula. She had in kind of a dark green lace, and that was fire too.
Yep. I love these sneakers. And I forgot who said it on last week's live, and she said, I don't, can you explain to me about these sneakers? I guess she didn't understand the colorway or she didn't get it.
Sneaker
but I love this sneaker, man. And then the whole inside is leather. No, you good. Even the insole is leather.
Sheesh.
Have you worn them yet?
No.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if they were like more comfortable than the regular shell toe, just with them being kind of more premium or not.
These are actually my first shell toes.
Wow.
I used to get the all whites all the time.
Yeah, I got a pair of the white, the typical superstars. I got what's in here. Jelly.
10.5 said, what is
this? Is sneaker battle right here.
Yeah, definitely. Right, pulling out flamethrowers. Do you have any more, Sid?
How many more pairs we showing?
I have one more.
Okay, well, I can go after this. I got one more too. I'm showing this pair because I don't know if overbreaks are still sleepers yet. But I'm starting to fall in love with them. The first one I had was like the Jun Sakashi's, this pair.
Yeah, I love those.
And I fell in love with, like, I have a semi chunky foot, so I just knew it would be narrow, they would hurt, but they're so cushiony. Because if you look at it, like, you really don't got like much upper. So by the time your foot in the shoe, your ankle at the top. But I'm loving them. I'm loving. So this was a pair, like, you go for it on Saturday, you really didn't care for it, but I hit, and I've worn them a couple of times. So I really like these Pollen Rise over breaks. So this is a silhouette that I've been falling in love with recently. And I think Nerd Star 101, she's been on the same vibe too. So yeah.
I wanted the beetroot version of those, but they were sold out.
Yes, the beetroot did go fast.
Sheesh.
I ended up getting the beetroot ones from Nordstrom. So they like restocked on there, and I ended up getting those yellow ones too. They are a good shoe.
Yeah, I love them.
So my last shoe is actually a reach back my husband got me. I've been dunk crazy this year, so I missed on these. And yeah, so
those are the orange pearls, right?
Nice.
I love the orange pearls.
Love the orange pearls. Shout out to Hugs because not really, because he was getting like a bunch of new shoes and he knew if I didn't see with my name on the shoes, he was gonna have a problem. But shout out to him because he still bought them.
Right. Okay, and then my last shoe, if you already seen my Instagram, you already know that I went with the Craft White Air Force Ones. You probably can't see
all these Air Force Ones.
You probably can't see. Well, because it's summertime, and that's what I do. Like I always had this one has the brass Dubré. I know the lighting is bad. I love that. That's awesome. And then really, I love the way these fit. I feel like they're more comfortable too, but I really like these. Yeah. I still literally have like 2 or 3 more Air Force Ones that I like really need for the summer. Like the thing is you can't buy one pair because you can't sit and wear these multiple times. Like you have to be like, okay, I'm gonna put this pair on, then I'm gonna put this other pair on, because these is not gonna last you nothing but the summer.
Right.
I've never had a classic pair of Air Force One.
Girl, we used to buy them every year before high school started. They had them in white, black.
Every 6 months, like you got a pair at the beginning of the year and then another pair at Christmas.
Finish line had the 79 or whatever it used to be.
Yes.
Yep.
So man, I used to have 2 pair a year. Okay, cool. Anybody else have any other sneakers they wanted to show off? Because that was all that I had.
I got one more.
Okay.
So this here, I think is probably like the bargain or the steal of the year. I ended up being able to grab these.
Ooh. She brought out the charging pad and everything.
Right. It's the charging pad for me.
Yeah. So I ended up getting these off Nike for like $162.
That's what's up.
So
Ain't it like a $350 shoe?
I'm sorry?
Like retail is like $350, right?
Or
yeah, it's like 4.
So I don't know how they ended up having an 8 still, but
right.
I'll take it. So
how are they on comfort?
That's it, sis.
They are it's pretty sweet. I downloaded the app and got to play around with it. It like adjusts the laces to your fit. And it has like the basketball fit, and like if you don't do if it's unlaced for 15 seconds, it like laces itself back up. It's
Really?
It's
like
a tournament too.
Right. That's what's up. What up, Steph Kicks? Thanks for coming through. We are wrapping up. First and foremost, I want to shout out all of you all for actually coming on Pop the Culture. Please know that, at any time, if you ever want to get on the panel again, just let me know. Really what I'm just trying to do is just diversify the panel right now to show everybody there are a lot of women that love sneakers that are out here. I'm sorry we didn't get to all the topics. I did want to talk about the patents with the Nike and everything, but I just felt like that was going to take forever. And I feel like that needs to be its own Pop the Culture as much as people have been talking about that and their opinions. But, as always, I enjoy everybody in the chat. Definitely love you all on the panel, even when you're obviously not on the panel and you're in the chat supporting me. I truly appreciate it. And I know some people are like surprised, like, oh my God, Kay won't be on our panel. Of course I do. Like, I want y'all to just come and hang out and be yourself. Like, I don't ever want it to be like a big thing, maybe one day Pop the Culture will have hundreds of people on it, but still want to stay, authentic as I can and true to myself and true to the people that I share this community with. So basically that's all I have for tonight. I hope that you all enjoy the rest of your night. This will be recorded. So, if you want to put it on your Instagram or anything, just to say, hey, check me out on this, feel free to do that. But as always, I just want to say thank you. And, obviously until next time, you already know what to do. Stay fresh.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.